Hello and good morning. It's Mrs. Barber, and I hope that you're doing really well. We had a great meeting yesterday where we talked about bioluminescent creatures, so I have a good book this morning. And a short poem and an activity you can try at home. It's kind of like a game we played. So this morning I have a message. Oh, I almost wrote that I had a message. A message. A story, a poem, and an activity. So I think I only have 6 more messages after today. Today is number 46, and school is almost over. Now, I won't come to you with a message every day, but you can do something kind of like this yourself. You can tell a sibling a story, or you can read a book. You can find a poem or a joke. It doesn't have to be a poem. The poem represents something quite short that you read or do. And an activity. Every day, try to do something with your imagination while you're home on your adventure this summer. The book is called Weird Sea Creatures. And it is fiction or nonfiction. What do you think? I'm making a ponytail because my hair got in my eyes. Fiction or nonfiction? Nonfiction, because fiction is fake. Fiction is false. FF. This is a true book, Weird Sea Creatures, by Laura Marsh. And it's published by National Geographic, and we love National Geographic. Sometimes we learn videos, watch videos on animals from BBC, but another place that I find true things for you is National Geographic. They have great nature information. I think we'll talk about that in class today, National Geographic. I'm going to put that in my brain to remember. So this is a table of contents, and there are so many interesting parts to this book. It's quite a long book. So I think I'm just going to go to making light today, unless I get too excited, and then I'll continue. But I might just read part of this book, because if you just wanted to read about deadly dangers, you could. When you do research and you find a book with a lot of information, if it's in sections by headings, by title, you can just read that. If you read Robert Munch's Andrew's Loose Tooth, it won't really make sense if you start in the middle, because that's a story, and a story has a beginning, middle, and end. A book like this, you can pick and choose what part. Okay, on to the book, because there are so many exciting creatures in here. This is an actual picture of a balloon fish. That's a caption or a label for this picture. And here is the heading: Strange but true. Many sea creatures live in the ocean. Some are beautiful, some are ugly, some are cute, and some are scary. Weird sea creatures are strange for a reason: the funny way they look and the strange things they do to help them live in the ocean. I can think of a few of you who are already interested in this book right now. You're listening to it and you're like, oh, I love weird things. Survival skills: snorkeling in shallow water. Diagonal butterfly fish. Some animals live in the shallow ocean waters. Some live in the deep ocean. The ocean can be a hard place to live. Deep areas are cold and dark. It can be hard to find food. And the ocean can be dangerous. There are many predators. Any animal can quickly become dinner for another animal. Think about, what does predator mean? Water word, predator. An animal that hunts and eats other animals. If you knew that, give yourself 1,000,000 brain points. Sea creatures have special skills that help them find food. They also have straight body parts and can help them hide and stay safe from other animals. How weird are these sea creatures? Let's find out. A Dumbo octopus finds food on the ocean floor with its large eyes. A leafy dragon blends in with the seaweed around it. A moray eel's sharp teeth catch prey. Which one are you scared of? None of them? Pretty brave. Look at those ears. Those aren't really ears. Hide and seek. Camouflage helps animals hide from their enemies. Looking strange helps them blend into the plants or water around them. Camouflage also helps animals catch dinner. Do you see the stonefish in the picture? Most fish don't because it looks like rock or coral. When they swim too close, the stonefish springs from the ocean floor. It grabs dinner in a flash. Waterward, camouflage, an animal's natural color or form that blends in with what it was around it. What is the strongest sea creature? A mussel. Haha, that's a joke. And there's a stonefish. And he's in there. The eyes right there and a mouth. Can you see him? So in this book so far, I have noticed that there are 2 adaptations. Survival skills, hide and seek. 3. Oh yeah, hide and seek is camouflage. Survival skills and hide and seek. So this book is about how being strange gives these animals, the ability to survive. And we've talked about it before, but you are your unique person. You are one and only you, and you have shown some survival skills lately because in the beginning of our adventure at home, you had some feelings. Maybe you were annoyed or a little bit scared or a little bit sad or a little bit angry or confused. And then I noticed that a couple weeks ago, everybody got really tired of being at home. You looked tired when I saw you in class. The smiles were harder to get, so Mrs. Barber worked extra superty hard to bring more games to our class and to give you a big pizza box full of exciting things. And I've noticed that this week the smiles are back, the energy is up. I think you're gearing up for summer when you'll play in your backyard with water, or you'll have some more time to just read the books that you love to read, not have a school schedule, but a learning schedule for your brain. You have made some adaptations just like these animals. I'm not saying you're weird. I'm weird, but I'm not saying you're weird. Big eyes. The deep ocean gets very little light. Many animals that live there have large eyes. Big eyes help creatures see in the darkness and find prey. Viperfish. Hatchetfish. This viperfish has used its big eyes to spot a hatchetfish. Dinner time! The hatchetfish uses its own large eyes to find tiny shrimp to eat in the dark sea. Waterward. Prey. An animal that is eaten by another animal. I'm going to read one more section so that we have time for the activity, and then I'll finish the book tomorrow. Making light. So yesterday we learned about bioluminescence. I think that's what this section is about. Many creatures in the deep dark sea have a special trick. They make their own light. This is called bioluminescence. Waterward. Bioluminescence, light that an animal makes by itself. Comb jelly. The black dragonfish has funny patches that glow in many places on its body. Some creatures use their own light as a flashlight to find prey. Light can draw prey toward an animal too, and light can surprise enemies, so an animal can make a quick escape. Patch that glows. Okay, tomorrow, Expert Food Finders and Beyond. This is quite a long book, so I'm going to read a section to show you that you can stop there. You can have learned from reading a section of the book. Okay, today's poem. Famous Scottish writer Robert Louis Stevenson has given us a poem for our morning about boats. Where go the boats? So this is written in a different kind of English. It's old. I think it's from the 1800s. Let's see when Robert Louis Stevenson was born. In the 1800s in Edinburgh, Scotland, a place that I love. I love to go to Edinburgh, Scotland, and he is a beloved poet there. Where go the boats? Dark brown is the river, golden is the sand. It flows along forever with trees on either hand. I like that imagery. That's calling the river a what? A person. Because it has trees on either hand of the river. It's personification. I know you like that word. Green leaves are floating. Castles of the foam, boats of mine a boating, where we'll all come home. Castles of the foam, I think, means, when you're at the beach or in the waves, and then a foam or the seaweed all gathers. I think that the child is imagining that those are castles on the foam. On goes the river and out past the mill, away from down the valley, away down the hill, away down the river, 100 miles or more. Other little children shall bring my boats ashore. So what happened to the boats? They floated down the river. These are paper boats, and today we are going to make a metal boat, and maybe I will look up how to make a paper boat and teach you some origami tomorrow. I will try my best. I think I'll find out origami boats. Maybe we'll do it together in our class. Okay, this is a bowl of water, and I'm going to make a boat. And I will tell you today in class that one family did win the contest of how much money can you float on your boat. So I just fold it until it makes a bowl-like thing. This is tin foil. I put it in your pizza box. You can try lots of different things to make a boat. Rose likes to use a cup or a bowl that's made of plastic. I don't let her use the glass kind in the bathtub or in the swimming pool, but the plastic kind are perfect. All right, my boat is not perfect, but I'm gonna see if my gnome can take a little trip down around the pond. And I'm gonna blow him and see if I can make it spin. Whee! Whee! Don't blow in your brother's face, but maybe you can blow your boat around too. You can be the wind. Whee! And if you get something nice and big, you and your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad, you could have a little race. You can fling it with your finger. You can blow it. I'm going to see if Mr. Gnome can have some treasures and not sink. Remember, we were counting our money, putting it in our boats for the contest, and one family won. I will tell you today who it was. Okay, 25, 35, 40, 41. Mr. Gnome, the head of your boat is sinking now. Oh no, you're taking on water. That's the end. I'll see you, and tomorrow we'll read the rest of Weird Sea Creatures. When you come to class today, if you have a special animal that you would like to learn about in our last few days of school, let me know, or a topic. Rose was saying that you might like to learn about Easter Island yesterday, or Mr. Barber was saying that. Somebody was saying that. Okay, I'll see you at the meeting. I love you.